Number 90 in the Radiance range is the absolute wonderful The Cat from 1988. This is a phenomenally tense heist movie. It starts off with this really passionate love sequence intercut with the beginning of our heist. As two criminals make their way to a bank ready to commit a deed. We cut back to our mastermind, who is just finished having sex with this woman, who turns out is married, but married to the manager of this bank. And this begins a wonderful tale that's full of tension and suspense and double crosses and just wonderfully layered and well paced, so well paced that it just didn't let up for its 118-minute runtime. We pretty soon have two criminals inside the bank. We have our mastermind outside watching everything that's going on. 1-2 steps ahead of all the policemen there.
Du musst ihn mit seinen eigenen Waffen schlagen. Wird versuchen, dich unter Zeitdruck zu bringen. Dreh den Spieß um, Mensch. Du bist am Drücker, du hast die Geiseln. Du musst dir genau das geben, was du forderst.
We have Inspector Voss as the man who would normally be the protagonist in this film, who would be the main focus, the main good guy. And although he is the main good guy, he is not the focus. This focuses on the bad people in this story, of which most are reprehensible. From the initial robbery to the criminals inside the bank not really realising the entire plan. This is one of those heists, kind of, but layered within another heist, or with a subterfuge or a bigger aim at his heart, and it just kept surprising. What I loved about this was the mastermind, the man behind all this, who was watching everything that was going on, who knew exactly what the police were up to, and was almost declaring his own little war, stopping them from getting their advantage, from storming into the bank to taking the two criminals into custody. And it was all this wonderful ways of just stopping them that was just absolutely terrific. There is a sweaty intensity about this film.
Dita!
Although it has these muted colours, it's full of heightened emotions and passion. Like, it opens up with that wonderful love sequence between these two characters, where it's intense and powerful, and it just continues that feeling all the way through it. Whether you're watching the two criminals inside start to lose their grasp on reality, not realising how deep they are, and then suddenly going, you know what, this is us. We just need to do whatever we're doing here because we're probably going to go to jail the rest of our lives, and just throwing abandon to the wind.
Wieso setzt er eine komische Maske nicht ab? Die kennt ihr eh alle jetzt.
It's wonderfully staged. There is this deft hand in the director's chair by Dominic Graff, a man who knows exactly how to keep the tension at a certain level, heighten it every now and again for key sequences, who manages to keep that intrigue going throughout the entire film, who stages some wonderful set pieces. There is a moment where the mastermind is taking care of a truck that's going to be used to stop the robbers in their actions, and the way that he has to stop that is terrific, because he has to sabotage this truck in front of all the police without them actually realising what's going on. There's a sequence where a couple of characters are running through the hallways of what looks like an abandoned hotel, and the way the mirrors are placed, the way the hallways all look the same, it just leads into this wonderful cacophony of mystery of is this even reality? Do they know where they're going? Are they running in circles? Who has the upper hand here? It steals the geography from that sequence, making it all the more tense just because of the directing choices. The Cat was absolutely phenomenal. Now, from the synopsis, I thought this is something that I'm really going to like. From the moment it starts, hooked, absolutely terrific, a wonderful film. I would say if I had to put it close to anything in the Radiance release, I'd say it's a mix of Goodbye and a Men and Man in a Roof. Kind of those kind of elements eke their way into this film. This was a terrific film. Let's dive into the disc, have a look at some of the extras. Here we are in the disc for The Cat. Let's go to special features. First up, we have Dominic Graff. The director of The Cat discusses his experiences working on the film in this new interview recorded exclusively for Radiance in September 2024. And this runs for 1 hour, 5 minutes and 5 seconds. It's a wonderful extra, really extensive. He goes into all aspects of the production, his thoughts on the director of photography, who he raves about throughout this, a little bit about aspects of the filmmaking, lots of things covered here, and it's all terrific. Next we have Christoph Fromm. Screenwriter Christoph Fromm discusses the challenges of writing The Cat and how he adapted the Hugh Erfrischnell's novel to the screen, recorded exclusively for Radiance in 2024, and this is 32 minutes 1 second. He loves the film, raves about it as a standout of German cinema, talks about getting the actors to really imbue the characters and take them from kind of ciphers on the page into something even more. Next we have George Field. Producer George Field recalls assembling the creative team behind The Cat and his experiences during the film's production, recorded exclusively for Radiance in 2024. This is another 32-minute, 23-second piece. This is all about searching for a great story, trying to find that one story that they could really bring alive and be a little bit different in German cinema, and how they were kind of out of their depth, but just managed to get through with pure driven guts and trying to do this. It was an almost insurmountable task which they more than exceeded on. There is also scene-specific commentaries by Dominic Graff. There is 3 scenes covered here, and that's just under 12 minutes, and a trailer. Also included in the set is a 20-page booklet where we have an essay by Brandon Struzing, All the Good Time That's Been Wasted, which really delves into certain aspects of this story, how it kind of was a turning point for German cinema, and how it kind of was a precursor to some big Hollywood movies as well. And that's the extras for The Cat. There we have it. The Cat is out now, one of the February releases, and the absolute must-own. You need to get this one. Terrific. Loved it. I can't rave about it highly enough. I would love to know your thoughts on The Cat if you've seen it. Are you picking this one up? You need to let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.